Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm talking about a little news. Also, we're going to go over the NFL, some NFL, probably injury updates, but I'm going to start with baseball. Got some more news, man. The stove continues to heat up. So, we got this news here today, first from Jeff Passan. Jeff Passan. Wait for this notification pop away. He said, breaking! First baseman Pete Alonso and the Baltimore Orioles are finalizing a 5-year, $155 million contract. Sources tell ESPN Alonso leaves the Mets to make the loaded AL East even better. Period. The Mets just got eliminated from next season. They've got worse, man. They lost their closer, Edwin Diaz, to my Dodgers yesterday, and now today they lose Pete Alonso to the fucking Orioles. They didn't even bid for him, I think. I think that's what I saw. They didn't even bid for him? Pendeo face? LMFAOOO? Oh, we're gonna get a generational rant from Frank the Tank. I did not see this coming. But I love this for the Orioles, man, to add to that lineup. But Mets fans, I mean, I can't believe this. How in the hell did you let Edwin Diaz and Pete Alonso walk? Edwin Diaz, okay, maybe he just wanted to go to the Dodgers. But Pete Alonso, you let him just walk, one of your fan favorites? You just let one of the fan favorites go like that? Mets fans, I don't blame you if you're not going to watch this season. What's that? Steve Cohen unlimited money? Oof. The Orioles definitely need to get a pitcher now. But Pete Alonso's deal with the Orioles gives him the highest AAV ever for first baseman. He winds up with $185 million, includes $30 million salary last year, and followed the same track Matt Chapman and Blake Snell did, taking a short-term deal and turning into a bounty. So he got paid, man. Got paid. Edwin Diaz and Pete Alonso, back-to-back days, got paid. Good for him. He bet on himself last year and it paid off in a big way. And the Orioles, good to see them actually spend some money. But what the hell's a polar bear doing in Baltimore? I know, isn't it a Vladdy higher? And then Pete Alonso second? I don't know. But yeah, man, that lineup's now going to be pretty good, man. You trade for Taylor Ward in the offseason. You got Gunnar Henderson, Pete Alonso, Taylor Ward, Jordan Westburg, Jackson Holliday, Sam Basallo, Dylan Beavers, Colton Cowser. Is there another name for him? Jordan Westburg. It's going to be a good lineup, man. That's really the big news from Jeff Passan. We'll see if we have any rumors from MLB Deadline. The Red Sox, this is from MLB Deadline. The Red Sox are showing interest in the following infielders, per John Heyman: Eugenio Suarez, Alex Bergman, Bo Bichette, Kazuma Okamoto, Jorge Polanco, and Ketel Marte. The Red Sox are front-runners to win the Shown Interest Award this offseason, because every time I see the Red Sox, it's shown interest. They never get anybody. Rockies outfielder Brenton Doyle is generating widespread trade interest, per Ari Alexander. Alexander notes the Padres, Phillies, Mets, and Yankees are among the teams expressing interest in Doyle. This would be such a this feels like a Braves move. Oh, we already talked about the Orioles and Pete Alonso. The Pirates have expressed interest in the infielder Brandon Lowe. Last year he hit .256 with 31 homers. It's always interesting with the Pirates. The Padres apparently are fielding calls on the following back-end relievers, per S. Duck, Kevin Ace: Mason Miller, Adrian Morejon, Jeremiah Estrada, and David Morgan. Ace notes that while San Diego is willing to listen on bullpen pieces, they seem reluctant to lessen the excellence of their bullpen. Oh man, if they gave up Mason Miller, you'd give up DeVries for nothing. This seems Mason Miller, the one who they traded their #1 prospect for. Okay, man, no way he's getting traded again. I highly doubt this. Yeah, but that's really MLB news. If there's more rumors, I'll probably mix in with one of the 2 NBA videos tonight. But if not, that's really all for baseball here today. So let's move on to football. Alright, so we have some NFL. So the NFL's Week 17 Saturday doubleheader matchups are announced. 4:30 on NFL Network. It'll be the Texans and the Chargers, 4:30. And then 8 p.m. on Peacock, it'll be the Ravens versus the Packers. So that's going to be the primetime games. And my lord, another primetime game for the Ravens. But anyways, these are 2 solid games, man, for the primetime. Obviously, Thursday you have your Thanksgiving game. Saturday you have your doubleheader. And then the Sunday slate and the Monday games. But yeah, that's the thing right there. We'll move on to some college football after I talk about NFL. NFL Executive Vice President of Football Operations Troy Vincent informed teams today that the collective bargaining agreement between the NFL and the NFL Referees Association ends in May, making this the final season of the agreement. The league now views this as an opportunity to take significant steps to improve officiating pending a union agreement. The league now views this as a step to improve officiating. Talk is cheap. Show us, don't tell us. Full-time refs. Just get full-time refs or something, dude. Or just have robot refs. Colts listed QB Riley Leonard, who has a strained knee ligament, as a full participant in today's practice. It looks as if the Colts need him on Sunday at Seattle. He would be available. The Bucs now have activated Mike Evans and Jalen McMillan from injured reserve, and both can play Thursday night, so Mike Evans is back. They listed him as questionable, but he's listed as questionable, but I think it looks like he's going to play. Colts head coach Shane Steichen on whether Philip Rivers will play Sunday at Seattle. We'll see how the week goes. We'll get to the end of the week and make that decision. Drake London's out for tomorrow night. Falcons without their top target for once again another week. Harrison Bryant, Texans tight end, and Justin Watson have returned to practice and been designated for return. 2-minute warning. The NFL notified teams today that it will shorten the time between picks in the first round of the draft from 10 to 8 minutes, starting with the 2026 draft. Oh, man. About time. First round is tough to watch because I have to listen to Mel Kiper complain for like 3 hours. Can they also stop telling the team picking first overall to take up the entire clock? We know who they're going to pick. These teams take forever to pick. It's insufferable listening to Mel Kiper talk for like 10 minutes. Bengals defensive end, they cleared Shamar Stewart to practice by designating him for return from injured reserve. Another week, same story with Lamar. Ravens QB Lamar is not practicing Wednesday, which has become his usual routine. Don't know why it needs to be reported. Commanders QB Jane Daniels, who suffered another left elbow injury versus the Vikings, is out for Washington's upcoming game versus the Giants. Cardinals are not activating Trey Benson. His season is over. Colts now have officially signed Philip Rivers to the practice squad. The NFL announced he'll return to Munich, Germany in 2026 and 2028 to play regular season games as part of a multi-year partnership. There's that. Commanders place Zach Ertz on injured reserve. So, Raiders QB Geno Smith dealing with a shoulder injury, considered unlikely to start on Sunday. Sources say he would not want practice today. And Pete Carroll talked about a likely Sunday starter is going to be Kenny Pickett. So it looks like Kenny Pickett will be the quarterback. Jets coach Aaron Glenn told reporters that Tyrod Taylor groin and Justin Fields' knee won't practice today, while Brady Cook will get all the first team reps. I think this is it for NFL, though, really. I think there's a few things there from Rappaport, but I think that's it, so let's move on. So let's talk about some college football news. The big news today was Michigan has fired head coach Sherrone Moore. Pete Nakos reported. So he got fired, but not just fired. They are firing him for cause, the school announced. He engaged in an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. Wow. He was more worried about this than his offense. Having sex with a staffer while married. Isn't he married? I don't know. I think he's married. If I'm not mistaken. Oh my lord. Embarrassing. Man, get known for cheating on the field and off the field. But yeah, he got fired for cause. And apparently via Pete Nakos, their head coach hotboard, on the cover it has Lincoln Riley, Kalen DeBoer, and Brian Kelly. Oh my lord. Michigan fans, they would burn down Ann Arbor if they hired Brian Kelly. Is that a picture of Brian I Killed a Kid Kelly? Oh my lord. Dude, if they hired Brian Kelly, it would be a disaster. But yeah, that was really the big news. With Sherrone Moore got fired for cause. I could see him hiring Brian Kelly, and that would be a disaster. Louisville and Ole Miss will open the 2026 season in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Tennessee is set to hire former Penn State and Ohio State defensive coordinator Jim Knowles as its next defensive coordinator. We'll see if it works out for him. Penn State defensive coordinator Jim Knowles obviously was not going to be retained by Matt Campbell, who's the new Penn State coach. Who got an 8-year deal. The Heisman candidates were revealed the other day. It's Fernando Mendoza, Diego Pava, Jeremiah Love, and Julian Sayin are the Heisman candidates. But yeah, that's really all the news I have to talk about here. Ladies and gentlemen, so leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Next time out. Peace.